For Mendocino County, lines, waves, and wilderness. Drawing on some of the terrific resources that you have here. Ellie had done a little SWOT analysis, this strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, and terrific strengths that you have. A real foundation for the development. And again, these are some of the numbers behind what John was saying of that target of opportunity of specialized ag. You have institutions that are committed to this thing. You have the economic base of these growers and the land base of acreage, significant and growing percentage organic, terrific climate. I don't need to tell you all that stuff. But anyway, you have the raw material, so to speak. I thought I had the weaknesses too. Well, I guess I didn't put that in there. You know what those are. But the challenges of a huge area of multiple kinds of institutions needing to coordinate. But again, that's a potential role that the county can play. Okay, last theme is looking at your own shop, your own business of regulation of the public sector, and taking a look at the areas in which you're promoting innovation, and again, creating that kind of regulatory climate to support those targets of opportunity, and areas in which there may be barriers being put in place, sometimes and often unintentional. And it's those unintentional areas that a real review of county policies could be helpful. Colleagues Al Sokolow and Kurt Richter with the Agricultural Issues Center, which is a UC-wide center, came out with a report for Solano County in which they analyzed policies that could be used to support agriculture and agricultural innovation, and they looked at counties from throughout the state for models. And I have that report, and we can get you copies. But just want to throw these up there, and perhaps we can talk about them more in the conversation. But looking at a whole range of flexibility around farm stands, around special events, and kind of review of site planning, so that there's a greater opportunity for growers to be able to bring in those value-added kinds of components to the business, which now can be somewhat limited by current, and I'm not necessarily commenting on Mendocino's plan, but in general, zoning and other kinds of use regulations can sometimes unintentionally limit, sometimes unintentionally limit these kinds of value-added opportunities. Thinking about the training and expertise that's necessary to really work in collaborative partnerships with growers who are trying to innovate, guidebooks. One of the things that Alan and Kurt did that they're going to actually be doing for the whole SACOG, the Sacramento Area Council of Governments region, is doing this kind of agricultural zoning, to not just sort of have these cookie-cutter approaches, but to recognize, the Anderson Valley is different, than Ukiah, than the north coast, than the northeast of the county, and to create policies that recognize that recognize the different kinds of climates, the different kinds of industries, agricultural sectors that are there, and put that into policy. Some more technical elements of land use, thinking about split lot proposals and thinking about the potential transition from agricultural landowners to non-agricultural landowners, and how to retain the viability of agriculture, needing some specialized opportunities. So also with the county business, that is to say the business of government, to think about different kinds of positions that the county can consider. And I understand the limited resources that these are challenges to support, but things to think about as you're visioning what possibilities can be. One that's worked really successfully in Marin County is this idea of an agricultural ombudsman. It's actually an ombudswoman in Marin, where they're providing training for county staff in some of the real specialized components that again, that go into the support of an innovative sector. Housing, water supply, water quality, a lot of the complex permitting that can trip up producers when they're trying to negotiate to stay in business and never mind to innovate. To have someone who has that kind of expertise, to provide more of a kind of a liaison, a back and a forth between county government and the producers, and to work with the growers and producers themselves to help negotiate through the system. In Marin, the agricultural sector has been very pleased, very appreciative that this has been created, and that this is done in partnership with cooperative extension. Another position that I didn't mention, I don't have a slide on, but is the Sustainable Agriculture Coordinator, which is a position also in Marin that's in the office of the cooperative extension, but is essentially a county employee working on behalf of county producers and economic development coordinators. I know